SAP Procure-to-Pay, P2P, also known as P2P, is a business process in SAP that encompasses the full cycle from requisitioning and purchasing of goods and services to payment for the order. It involves integrating purchasing and accounts payable systems to create greater efficiencies and fits within the larger procurement process. The standard steps in the P2P process are: identification of requirement, authorization of purchase requisition, PR, final approval of PR by the inventory controller. The objective of this process is to acquire the required materials or services in the most cost-efficient and effective manner. It includes stock management and logistics execution, allowing for the successful transfer of goods among different parts of the organization. It plays a significant role in inventory management and ensures smooth operational workflow. Additionally, SAP P2P is the module in SAP that manages this process, streamlining and automating procurement and supply chain processes. It provides organizations with real-time visibility into their spend and suppliers, thereby enhancing compliance, control, and cost savings. We will go over the archiving objects that interplay with the P2P process. Financial accounting documents are archived and deleted using the FI_document archiving object. Several conditions must be met to ensure that only documents no longer needed in the online system are archived. To determine whether a document can be archived, the archiving program checks the document header and line items accordingly. The invoicing data is deleted by the archiving object FI_document for financial accounting documents. You can store this data in the database longer than the financial accounting document itself. The data is removed from the database together with the vendor secondary indices by the post-processing program and not by the delete program. If the vendor secondary index still exists in the database, the invoice verification can take place, even if a document has already been archived. Customizing of the retention period. Before archiving finance documents, the retention periods must be defined in the following way. Document life, the retention period specific to each company code and document type. Account life, the retention period for the account type and the number range can just be defined. Index life, the retention period for the secondary index which is necessary for the evaluation of FI documents must be defined. Archiving object MM_EKKO is used to archive, store, and delete purchasing documents. Purchase documents are formal requests from a purchasing organization to a vendor or a plant to supply or provide a certain quantity of goods or services at or by a certain point in time. Purchase documents are used for various procurement purposes, such as to procure materials for direct consumption or for stock, or to procure material from external or internal sources. Different types of purchasing documents are available in SAP R/3 such as Request for Quotation, RFQ, Purchase Order, PO, Contract, Scheduling Agreement. The above list shows types of external purchasing documents available in the standard SAP system. Archiving object MM_EBN is used to archive, store, and delete purchase requisitions. Purchase requisitions are internal documents such as requests or instructions to purchasing to procure a certain quantity of a material or a service in order for it to be available at a certain point in time. Purchase requisitions can be created manually or automatically. In the manual process, a user enters the purchase requisition into the system determining order item, order quantity, and delivery date. Purchase requisitions can also be created automatically by other SAP components such as the Production Planning (PP) module. The creation indicator in the requisition shows if the document was created manually or automatically. Archiving object MM_EINA is used to archive, store, and delete purchasing info records. A purchasing info record in SAP MM is a source of information for the purchasing department. It contains data on a specific material and the supplier of that particular material. It serves to provide details about which vendors can supply which materials at what prices. At the time a purchase order is created, the system defaults to this information. The purchasing info record can either have a material master record or not contain one. These are just a few examples of SAP archiving objects that can be used in the P2P process. The specific archiving objects you choose will depend on your organization's requirements and the SAP modules you are using. Archiving in SAP is a critical aspect of data management to ensure system performance and compliance with data retention policies and legal regulations.